Chapter 1. Kelsea. The last thing anyone wants on their wedding day is to puke in the bridal suite. I have it on great authority no one likes to puke, especially right before they put on their wedding dress. Checking out my best friend Stella, looks like she didn't get the memo. "Do we need to get you back to the bathroom?" I ask as I watch a hand go to her stomach and her other over her mouth. It's almost as if I can literally see her getting greener as the seconds tick by. "Stella?" Whitney's voice carries a tone of disapproval as she turns to face both me and her daughter. "Did you really think it was a good idea to have a wine night with Kels the actual night before your wedding?" If only Whitney Kepler knew what was actually happening at our wine night. We had watched Steel Magnolias, Top Gun, and Sweet Home Alabama while polishing off a container of cake frosting and giggling about the something blue surprise Stella has up her skirt for her groom. Ending up sleeping head-to-head on the couch as we talked about how her brother, Nick, will never get his head out of his ass where I'm concerned. We obviously got very wild. "Mom, please, not right now." Stella pushes past the both of us, heading for the empty bathroom. Whitney glares at me as we listen to Stella heave and retch. It's awful, and even I'm having a hard time keeping my gag reflex from acting up. Escaping Whitney's look, I move over to the door, listening closely. I give her a few moments before I quietly knock on the door. "You okay? Come on in." Her voice sounds wrecked, and when I open the door, she's sitting on the floor trying to regulate her breathing, her face red and her eyes pooling with tears. She looks to be on the side of panicking, and it's my job to get her under control. "You've got to get me some Zofran or I'm not getting through this." Quickly, I run a rag under the faucet, handing it to her. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm chanting, "You got this," hoping like hell I really do. "You're right. You've got to get your hair and makeup done. Why couldn't you have waited just a few more weeks to get pregnant?" She snorts, grunting as she lifts herself off of the floor. "Oh, sure. You know, this wasn't exactly planned. Had we planned it, it would have been about a year from now. How was I supposed to know my birth control would fail big time the one weekend Ransom and I got alone before this wedding?" My side-eye game is strong as I watch her wipe her face. Don't even act like the two of you did anything other than fuck like rabbits. I'm sure it had a better chance of failing than actually working. The smirk she wears is proof enough. And damn if I'm not a tiny bit jealous. I'm not apologizing for how hot my soon-to-be husband is, and I don't need your judgment. I just need you to find me some Zofran and a can of Sprite. "All right," I laugh, not able to deny her anything. There's a reason we've been best friends since we knew what friends actually were. Let me dodge Whitney. She's pissed because she seriously thinks you and I tied one on last night. But you're the one with the hangover. "I know, I almost told her. But I truly want this day to be about me and Ransom. When we get back from our honeymoon, we'll tell everybody, I promise. Then you and Nick won't have to keep our secret anymore." It's kind of nice, keeping a secret with him. I shrug, hoping the tone of my voice doesn't give away how much I enjoy sharing something that's just ours. Stella's eyes are soft when she looks at me, showing a compassion only she can. "One day it'll be your time, Kels, I promise." With everything I have, I want to believe her. I'm just not sure I can. How long do I keep waiting? For how many years do I not allow myself to meet new people because I'm afraid once I do, Nicholas Kepler will get his head out of his ass? Instead of acknowledging what she said to me, I paste on an overly enthusiastic smile before I turn from her and square my shoulders as if I'm going to war. Let me go get you that Zofran and some Sprite. Be back in just a sec. It's a short walk to where the male contingency of this wedding is meeting, but I feel eyes on me from every direction as I go. I've never quite been comfortable with a crowd focusing on me, but I know I make a scene, already wearing my bridesmaid's dress. Gathering my courage, I knock on the door to the room where all the men are. Hey, are y'all decent? It opens slowly, and I'm greeted on the other side by the dark eyes of the man we were speaking about earlier. You okay? There's a tinge of worry in his eyes. Ransom is freaking the fuck out, afraid that Stella's gonna leave him at the altar. You aren't here to deliver bad news, are you? I love Ransom, so I don't laugh. But I can't believe he's actually having thoughts that Stella will leave him at the altar. Is he serious right now? Nick laughs, and it changes his entire face. I love when he laughs. When he smiles, when he stops taking things so seriously, he turns from someone who looks like he could stomp a hole in the ground to someone who could hold you at night if you asked him to. Maybe I'm the only one who recognizes just how his face changes, but honestly, that's okay with me. He's pussing out hardcore. No, I'm not. I hear a disgruntled voice from behind him, watching as Ransom walks toward me. Is everything okay on your side of things? If I'm not mistaken, he is looking a little worried. Turning my attention to Cutter, who became a full-fledged EMT a little over a year ago, I nod. Yeah, a couple of us, including the bride, drank a little too much last night. We need some Zofran, if you can get us some. We're having photos taken with the first response vehicles because of everyone in the wedding party, so I know an ambulance is around. Since there's only 4 people at this wedding who know Stella's knocked up, I have to pretend like I'm one of the people nursing a hangover. Running a hand over my forehead for effect, I turn puppy dog eyes up to Cutter. There's probably some on the ambulance, and I could probably scrounge up a bag of fluid, but you and Stella will have to argue over who gets that. Best cure for a hangover. What a fucking great idea for someone who's been puking on and off all morning. You know what? It's her day. I'll let her have it. Just bring it to me and I'll get her going. It's okay if I look horrible in the pictures, but not her. Give me a few minutes. He runs out, buttoning his tux jacket, ready to help. As I'm leaving, Ransom stops me, grabbing my wrist slightly. His face and eyes show his worry. Is she really okay? She's pregnant, I deadpan. She's just got morning sickness, but if we can't settle her stomach, people are gonna find out and this wedding might not happen. 4 trips so far, and Mama Wit is getting suspicious. You know, once she brings it up to Ryan, this will turn into a whole ordeal. Let me handle this. I reach out and start fixing his collar and tie, smoothing it over. This man, who has always been like a brother to me, I want him to know the woman he loves will be taken care of. I know it's killing you not to be the one helping her right now, Ransom. Trust me, she's in good hands. I promise. I know she is, but if you need something, please let me know. The sincerity in his voice is enough to bring tears to my eyes. These two are going to make such amazing parents, and I know their life together will be blessed with so much happiness. Got it. I hear Cutter's voice, turning so I can see him holding up not only a bag of fluid, but a bottle of pills. Should be good as new in a few minutes. Whatever you don't use, bring back. They do inventory the ambulances. I can explain a few away, but not the whole bottle. He reaches down, hugging me tightly. In case no one told you today, you're looking hot, Harrison. I roll my eyes, but I can't stop the smile that spreads across my face. Leave it to Cutter to make me blush, even when I don't take half of what he says as truth. Thanks. I grab his loot, ready to get out of Dodge before I ruin my makeup. We'll see y'all for pictures. Don't anybody let him run off. I nod to Ransom, grinning before I give the rest of them what I hope is a menacing look. They'd have to drag me out. And that right there is exactly what I want. A man who loves me like he loves Stella, like my dad loves my mom, like my brother loves Ruby. Brushing away the melancholy is hard on a day like today, but I do it as I re-enter the bridal suite. Stella takes a look at what I'm carrying, her head immediately going back with a large shout of approval. My God, I love you. She wraps her arms around me, hugging tightly. Come on in here. I point to the bathroom attached, closing the door as we get down to business. Let's get you fixed up. After getting her hooked up to the IV and getting the pill down, she's getting some color back, and I'm starting to feel better about this whole situation. She doesn't look like she's on death's doorstep, and now I won't have to watch Whit give us both the death glare. At my age, it should feel easier to shoulder disappointment from an elder, but it's not. Maybe that's why I'm feeling weird for knowing Stell's pregnant before everyone else. It's harder than I thought to keep a secret from family, especially one as big as the Laurel Springs Emergency Response Team. I never actually realized how up in each other's business we all are. Shit. She sits up from where she's lounging. What am I gonna do if someone hands me a glass of champagne? People know I drink. They'll never believe I'm not doing it just because I want to be sober for my wedding night. People know Ransom and I. They know how we get freaky once we've had a few drinks. How are we going to pull this off, Kels? Am I crazy for even trying? There's only one thing for me to do. This is my best friend in the entire world. She's listened to every doubt I've ever had. She's cheered with each moment I hit a goal, and right now, she needs me. In the grand scheme of things, what I'm offering isn't huge, but it's something I can do for her. Hand it to me. I'll take care of it for you, and make sure you have sparkling cider all night. We've got this. Your wedding and reception are going to go off without a hitch, Stella. I swear. Are you sure? She asks. You drink, but not as much as me. I can handle this, Stell. I promise. I've got this. Fucking famous last words.
You can listen to the rest of the book in the Tempt Romance audiobooks app, available on the App Store and Google Play. The link to the book is in the description. Discover even more bestsellers and exclusive stories updated weekly, only in Tempt Romance audiobooks.